Now, I'm gonna be a little self-absorbed here. Hello and welcome to my favorite and most unique ideas to do this Halloween for a couple's costume. For starters, there are loads of couples costumes in a variety of different categories of Halloween. I typically tend to stray along the path of the more emo and nostalgic and strange and unusual costumes, but everybody is different, which leads me into my first point, your interests. You and your partner must be interested in something similar. That's why you're together, right? So pick what you're both equally as obsessed with and let it rock. You like rock and roll? Sick. Go as Elvis and Priscilla Presley. You like Harry Potter? Great. Go as Ron and Hermione. Or even better, Harry and Voldemort. Your favorite show is New Girl? Amazing. Nick and Jess, Cece and Schmidt, Winston and Ferguson. You know, if you want to be bold in the world of comedy. Or if you actually have a big group of friends, the entire cast of any show would be iconic. Now, I'm going to be a little self-absorbed here and get into the couple's costumes my boyfriend and I have done over the past bunch of years. Maybe you'll grab some inspiration, or it'll lead you into the DIY cosplay section of YouTube. Either way, it's a win-win. Let's take this back, way back, to when I never wanted to couple up with anyone for Halloween. I even went out of my way to make sure I was always something different than my partner. I don't know why. I think I had a desire to feel like the main character all of the time, always treating Halloween like a big fun show and not a matchy-match parade. I mean, I was 18. Give me a break. A few years past my 18th year, I started warming up to the fact of using Jordan as an accessory. And I know that sounds very rude and wildly inappropriate, but he never liked Halloween as much as me. Well, to be honest with you, I have yet to meet a person that does. And I needed him to morph into characters that made sense for him. This is where the Corpse Bride cosplays came to mind. Jordan has an uncanny resemblance to young Johnny Depp, and I don't care if you see it or not, he does. So I started creating cosplays out of who Jordan most resembles, which led me to an array of Tim Burton Halloween costumes, considering Johnny Depp is literally every single thing Tim Burton. We've done The Corpse Bride, where Jordan played Victor and I as the Corpse Bride, of course, until this year I went solo dolo and cosplayed as Victoria Everglot, but adding Victor into the mix would have been great too. We've also done Sweeney Todd and Miss Levitt, where the both of us threw on layers upon layers of our own clothes to concoct the perfect Fleet Street getup. I actually think Jordan wore my shirt for this. And listen, that's kind of what it's all about. Improvising until you get it half right. Other Tim Burton characters we've done include Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, where I don't think many people knew who we actually were, but I still stand by it being our best costume to date. I was Emma, the girl with the lead boots, and Jordan was Jacob, you know, likely the most peculiar. We've always had a fun time recreating costumes that required somewhat minimal effort, but had a great round of applause. And I always tend to take notice to these couples' costumes more than, you know, the doe and the hunter. Yikes. Anyway, last year, with the help of TikTok, Jordan and I spiraled into what felt like a new realm of Halloween inspiration. Being able to use copyrighted music, dance along to the songs we love, from the movies and shows that we admire, was so important to us. So that led us into some iconic cosplays. For instance, we did Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, where I was Ramona Flowers, and Jordan, of course, with his blonde hair debut, was Scott Pilgrim. It was fun to have him as more of a main character cosplay than a side piece for Halloween. As you could tell, he related to the character, and his appreciation for Michael Cera definitely came to fruition here. We DIY'd both costumes, and that entire video is on last year's Vlogoween playlist, so definitely check out all of these couples costumes ideas in other videos, as here, I'm just barking out last minute ideas if you need a costume in a GIF. We totally go more into detail on other videos of how to make the costumes and how to look the most fabulous, of course. On the topic of DIY costumes and main characters, we also went as Danny Phantom and Sam. I never filmed a DIY vlog for this because I made the costume in just about 5 minutes, but I'll tell you, we had so much fun roaming around after the New York City Halloween parade, which was actually the last parade we've ever attended because of COVID. And everyone recognized what Jordan was, and nobody recognized that I was the side character. It was everything. Seriously, Jordan never gets to have the attention on Halloween, so it was the most fun thing to experience him getting screamed ghost mode at. I think we really stepped it up when we both cosplayed as our favorite album covers. We both went as different albums, so we had our own identities, but there was this umbrella to being this couple. It was awesome, and TikTok loved it. I went as the girl from Bring Me the Horizon's Suicide Season, and Jordan went as the figure from Bring Me the Horizon's There's a Hell, Believe Me, I've Seen It. The crowd most certainly went wild as the videos went viral instantly, and Jordan and I didn't know that they would stem so far, or even that people would know who the hell we were. It just goes to show you how incredible the internet could be if you find your people. That's why I'm so fortunate to have all of you. You understand my fixations, my hobbies, my strange and unusual theories, crafts, and writing style. It's a blessing to even be able to speak to one another, let alone grasp each other's attention. This Halloween, I was heavily inspired by out-of-the-ordinary couples from movies that tear at my heartstrings and from people I've admired from afar. Megan Fox being one of them. Jennifer's body blew up once more this season, and I knew nothing more than to recreate Jennifer Check's iconic final look, where Jordan can be fitting to himself and stands as the emo boy, who is Needy's friend, aka Colin Gray, aka the hottest man alive. Now, in terms of another rock star gone not so evil but maybe a little bit misunderstood, do you remember the movie Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen with Lindsay Lohan? You know, the one with the absolute insane soundtrack, storyline, and all-in-all cult classic phenomenon, well, at least of my generation. Well, anyway, I've always wanted to wear Lola's outfit, so I figured Halloween would be the perfect time to recreate some of her staple looks. I'm unsure if I'm going to get to them this year, so if I do get to it, it will be on my Instagram and not in my Vlogoween series, so make sure you're following me over on Instagram to see if Jordan and I end up recreating Lola and Stu Wolf in that almost ending scene, where he's in the purple suit and she's in the red dress. Other than movies, couples costumes should really stem from a place of excitement. If you or your partner are not happy with who you're being for Halloween, get crafty and be creative. You'll sort it out and still be the most interesting couple at the Halloween party. No stress. It's supposed to be fun. I just wanted to share all of my favorites that don't necessarily include the staple bride and groom, zombie bride and groom, princess and the Prince Charming, etc. Although I do think you could turn a pretty awesome cheek as a take on any alternative Disney couple would look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and got a little bit of ideas and inspo for you and whomever this Halloween season. So please let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what your favorite costume was. And without any further ado, I will see you guys tomorrow in my next Vlogoween video. Bye!